everybody, welcome to another episode of On the Paint Table. This is my weekly show where you can see what I got painted, what I have done, and what some of my upcoming projects are. So this week, I finished some more stuff for Frostgrave, and I painted my first team for the Marvel Universe miniature game, the X-Men. So let's take a look at what I got done this week. So here's the start of my Marvel Universe stuff. I painted the X-Men. So on the right here, we've got Rogue, Cyclops, Colossus, and of course Wolverine. The Weapon X, the Canadian. And they are the core starter set for the X-Men, for the good mutants basically, in the Marvel Universe miniature game. And then over here on the left, we've got Remy. This is Gambit. I have the rest of the, well, except for one, unaligned and good mutants. So I've got Emma Frost. I'm going to have Deadpool. I'm going to have Nightcrawler. And I'm forgetting someone, Jean Grey. She's kind of important to the X-Men. That I'll be painting next week, and that's going to set me up with pretty much everything that's on that side that's currently available. The only thing I'm not going to have is Magneto, and he is an unaligned mutant. You can actually use him as good either. So I think it's hilarious that the evil mutants are led by a guy who's actually a neutral mutant, because he can't make up his mind. Yeah, no, I'm going to be diving into the Marvel Universe miniature game, and you guys are going to see a Let's Play on it next Friday. So this should be pretty exciting. I'm going to talk more about it when you see the Let's Play. I know a lot of people ask me about superhero stuff, and I'm actually not a huge superhero fan, but the one thing I did do when I was a kid, because I didn't read superhero comics, I was reading Dark Horse comics. So I was reading like Terminator comics and Aliens comics, and you know, my superheroes were like Punisher and Blade, and you know, I was reading all of the like Vertigo Sandman stuff, and I wasn't into superheroes, but my sister and I, when we were kids, we watched the hell out of the 90s X-Men cartoon. So my X-Men, I think, are these X-Men, because you can see they've not done the movie X-Men. They've gone with the brightly colored 90s X-Men. And so this actually does pull some chords for me, some nostalgia chords, the na-na-na-na-na chords. So yeah, so you're gonna see some stuff on this in the future. I'm actually pretty jazzed about it. As you know, I already have tons of modern terrain, so this was literally just like, I'll paint some models and try this out. And I also found it really accessible. The rules are super simple. So tune in next Friday, you'll see more about it. And there's what I painted for my X-Men this week. And here's what I got done for Into the Breeding Pit. So I finished off some of my critters here. For the rats in the walls, I needed some giant rats, so I painted some Malifaux rats on different bases. I think these are plastic Aberrant bases from Aberrant Games. They made a game called Resolution. I'm 99% sure that's where these came from. So when you ask me where they come from, that's my answer. It might just be entirely wrong. But check the Aberrant Games website. They do some deck plating bases too. I'm pretty sure these are there and they're still available. I finished some Reaper Bone slimes. I shouldn't say finished. Like, I don't even know if I should actually be able to say I painted these, because they're just clear, like clear resin. And I washed them with like Thraka Green Citadel wash. But that's really all you need to do. Like, I didn't even stick them on bases, because one, you have to put them on really big bases, and two, I think they just look better the way they are. You just fight them the way they are. And then I painted a Reaper Bones Minotaur, because Minotaurs in the breeding pits are a thing. Finally, I finished off, this is George Oscar's Warbands. So I have a Knight, I have a Infantryman, a Thug / Treasure Hunter, a Tracker, a Templar, and a Hound. And these all got done. The bases are all made by me. They're 30 mil lip bases. Not lip bases, 30 mil beveled bases, and I just punched some plasticard and then used some, what's it called, epoxy sculpt to just mount to the base to make it look like it was flush. And so they're homemade. You can't buy those bases. I made those bases. And that's it. So this is what I got done painting this week. All right, and here's my upcoming stuff for next week. I've got some 1,500 point and 2,000 point Age of Sigmar games scheduled. So I need to get my Stormcast to a place where they are that big. So enter the Start Collecting Stormcast box. It has been geniusly created with 2 Retributors in it, so that you can up the size of your Retributor squad to 5. A Lord Celestin, which I didn't have. Another unit of Prosecutors, which I'm excited about, because Prosecutors might be the best objective holders and grabbers in the game. And then some more Liberators. And I actually need that Liberator sprue to make I have 2 8-man units with 1 special weapon. I need to paint 4 of these guys with each of the special weapons to make it 2 10-man units. Then I've got a Lord Castellan for that tasty, what is it, +1 armor save, as well as the Gryph-hound, because it's the only way to get a Gryph-hound. Unit Adjudicators for more battle line. And my Celestin Prime, the Hammer of Sigmar. So I think what's going to get done, if I was to say in order, it's going to be these guys, the Prosecutors and the Retributors. Sorry, this box basically, and these guys are gonna get done first. The Lord Castellan and the Celestin Prime. That'll be my add-ons to go to 2000. So to take it to 1500, I'm gonna try and paint this next week. If not all of it, then most of it. I might not paint the Prosecutors just yet, and I might add in some extra stuff. And then after that's gonna be the Celestin Prime and the Lord Castellan. So there it is. That's my upcoming task. On top of that, I've also got some more Marvel stuff. So here's the only one I got assembled in Prime so far, that's Nightcrawler. And he's awesome, because he bamps. And in fact, one of the most awesome things about this game that you'll realize next Friday is that pretty much every ability in the game is a noise that things make. Like, it's all just called the noise that it makes in some kind of a bubble in the comic book, which is pretty rad. So like I said, I gotta paint him, I gotta paint Emma Frost, Jean Grey, and Deadpool. And I'm pretty much done what I want to have done for now until I get Magneto and the Evil Mutants for my X-Men. So there you go, there's my on the paint table for this week. Get to check out some new projects and some upcoming stuff. Lots more on the horizon, lots of new games, lots of everything, So I hope you guys are excited about some of the new games showing up. I'm really excited about Into the Breeding Pits. Super excited for playing Marvel, and you'll see some of that next week and the week after. So we'll see you on next Saturday for another on the paint table. You can catch up with what I got done. Until then, I'm Ash. Happy gaming.